What is up, guys? I am gonna do some supply runs. It's Saturday, and there's a couple higher ones to go for, and someone brought it up last... Oh wait, never mind. I'm not going there. I'm trying to go here. This is high-level stuff. Ooh... I can actually hover it. So I went and got the supplies. This will be fun. Yeah, it is. I was like thinking, oh, you can't... I know you can't teleport back if you don't have the outpost. But I'm like, oh wait, you can teleport there. So it's really, really good to get it, in general. There it is. The supplies. And we gotta go to the desert. Basically the Rise of Zillart's desert. And, I was like, how... Was it from Dunes? I don't think... Dunes was sort of a one-way. I'm like, how was it to get there? And interesting enough, you actually start here to get to there. One interesting thing they did is those southern mini island continents, I guess it is. There's two of them there, and one of them is just straight up an airship. Just got to get the airship pass, a special one. That makes kind of sense. I guess they had it planned ahead. Where, you know, there's a fourth airship thing. I wonder what it looked like in the base game originally in Japan. I guess it just didn't say anything? Or maybe it said Kazam? Was it sort of like known? I have no idea how that exactly. But this one is a little different, and from what I know, it's not like, you know, the other one you had to get the keys and then, you know, had to kill stuff, be high level. This one, theoretically, as far as I know, sneaking and Vizzy, you could just go right to it. Also, another one, I guess if this doesn't take too long. Another one I also would want to get before the reset tomorrow would be here. It's not even this one. That was last week. This one. And I was hearing stuff like, look at it, Sandy's dominating. I do want to get these. And I thought this would be a good episode to kind of bring up. Okay. I'm just getting MP right now. I have Sneaking and Vizzy, and for the most part... Oh my god. The one thing I think I might have to worry about is the Gust of Mine? Or Gust of... This is gonna go to Coracola. Coraloca Tunnel, which then... So, there's an eastern desert. I want western? It is for the most part a straight shot thing. But then eastern, let me see. How does this thing work again? There is two western. Not sure if there was more trouble taking this tunnel. You know what? Crystal. That's right. We want the crystal. Everything is making sense. Nickelodeon. Anyway, we're gonna do some walking. I did put that thing on for distance. It is kind of big, and I don't know if there's a way to... I don't need the dot number. I don't know. Maybe I'll take that one off. Maybe. Good to have that distance. I don't know. But yeah, I think in the core game, oh my, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, in the core game, and you know, before the expansion came out, I'm pretty sure this was just locked off. They had this probably ready to go. And it's like, even though I got into like Rise of Zillard, when they had Chains of Prometheus and they added zones in existing zones, it was interesting because I'm like, especially I remember Guskin Mines, that's it. And that, where you literally just take the right wall and then you just turn again and then you go right to the Moblin city. I remember there were rocks just blocking them. And I think there's a few other places like that. Just sort of like, you know, for future possible expansions. I don't know if that was planned with Shades of Prometheus. I know Rise of Zillard is pretty obvious. It was planned, but Chains, I feel like, you know, after Rise was done, if it did well, then they decided to do, now I'm gonna need I'm gonna need maybe Invisi. I don't know if I need that here. I might just straight up do both and then I don't have to work. See what's here. So, right now, if I attack something, it wouldn't be too bad, but the later stuff is pretty much gonna be aggro, and we're pretty much dead. But, yeah, that was always kind of interesting that it was like, oh, there's, especially the Gus and Line ones, but I think there's a few others too, I can't remember. If I think about it or what. And it always made it interesting when it's like the next expansion coming out, it's like, you know, we're disconnecting that, and how was that before? Curiosity. There's also supposed to be, I don't even think the question mark. There's a worm NM to spawn when you just trade like a specific like mineral or rock or something. I don't know. Definitely it would be around here. I don't know. I don't think it's sparkled. But yeah, welcome to this tunnel. Looks cool. I really do forget about this. I like when I'm like looking at it when I brought Moral over here. I was like, oh shoot, I completely forgot about this one. I remember the other one that had the GUIVRE, VAR or something. That's gonna be funny when I go through that cave because there is an NM that actually runs around the whole zone. A huge speeder. Odors. NMs is pretty much what I want to work. Yep, there's definitely sight. Gigas are definitely sight. Sound, bats are sound, spiders are sound, jellies is, limes are sound. Neat spot, huh? What are they talking? Obviously, I'm gonna need soon find a good spot. As you can see, this place is wild with enemies. There's definitely a lot of stuff. Takes a little longer. It's always good when it's longer. Because you can recast it on yourself without a problem. Flippers. Actually, in all honesty, that leech should... That's pretty good. Sneak would have been nice at 4 minutes. Great. Just minding our business. I'm not here. You don't see me. My time is now. But I do want to get this, too bad I can't get any of the desert. Well, it's the one desert. It's funny how there's two. I guess it's kind of funny. I was gonna say there's only one like desert area outpost. But then I'm thinking there's the one I'm going to now, which is further north. Question mark. Probably past it. It's probably in some other place. Basically, this is how you kind of check. I was gonna say there's an end. No, that's just funky things going on. And you know, everything is charmable. This is early 20s. This could be a leveling spot, in all honesty. This side especially. Of course, the other side was a little better. Good old memories with this place. Few things I did. That one NM I kind of went and fought, I remember. I think there was maybe a few things to do, but other than that, this was really just a pass-through. I barely had to go through here. And usually, you know, you had to teleport later. Especially since, for the most part, I had, like, sub-white mage. And I was able to, like, teleport to these locations. Or, you know, to those locations. Welcome to the desert! Not like dunes. Oh, yeah, memory. Nighttime, too. So, we gotta go right in the middle. Or is it up there? Oh, no. I was gonna look at that T-shaped thing. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, it's up there. That actually works well. Then we're gonna wanna... The chocobo! There's a chocobo there. At least it should have a chocobo there. I don't know if there was a chocobo. I think there was a thing yet the whole time. So there's a western and eastern. This one's definitely, this one had more memories. Oh wait, get more MP. This one, obviously every zone pretty much has items. This one has, warning. This one has a Kakarot, Sabo Tender. Kakarot Rapido. We might see him around. I'm definitely ain't going to be fighting it, that's for sure. I don't know if there's things that aggro by sound. I don't think those ever aggro, as far as I know. The one, I guess, kind of unfortunate thing. Oh, you know what? Those beastmen, I think they're sound. I think they might be sound. Just thinking, wait, they're sight? No, I think they're sound. Nice. Reminds me of like that Monster Hunter 3 or 4 desert. Now, during the day, I don't think it's as bright white as dunes. So, Mora will appreciate that. Actually, this might be the first time we'll see wherever they are. Mistel-ish. That's info. There he is. There's one. Very hard. 44. Wait. The hell it went? That... They don't disappear normally. That's weird. I don't know what that was about. Huh.
Yeah, see, this is already the 40s. That's why I'm like, yeah, no. Earth Elemental, but these are the Antican Beastmen. The Beastmen for like every sort of kind of thing. Anticans are here. Desert, of course. Tomberries, right? Tomberries is that Yothor, Yotunga jungle area. These guys are sound. I'm pretty sure they're sound. I almost want to like double check. Tomberries is sight, so it sort of makes sense. It actually works rather well. As of course, can't drop off. Maybe you could, but there is stuff here. I kept that. So here's the crystal. Haha! I can teleport here now. Oh yay! Not you. Oh, I was gonna say he's right on it. Like the one time you see that animation. Got it. Lockpicks. He has absolutely nothing to say. This must be some later content. He wasn't there. That's the thing. People teleport. Okay. I thought maybe it'd be cheap or something. Never mind. We're on foot. I ain't gonna spend 1,000. But I am gonna be getting Outpost Warps. And I got the crystal. So now that I actually touched that, got that key item, I can, you know, teleport. Obviously the sort of idea that you got here, so now you can teleport here. Ooh, Scorpion. Very careful. Careful. Get those supplies. The frickin' outpost is waiting for it. They're dying. I think that's the same numbers as what I remember having with the add-on with Windor back in the day. Keep going this away. This away? That away. Probably go visit the Rabao, which literally they mentioned that too, which is kind of funny. Could be. Is it this far? Oh, okay. I like the sound of that. It was like Earth Elemental. A couple here. Huh. I want to get some. Well, if I get powerful enough to destroy them, that'd actually be really. I don't know if there's a map of where elementals spawn. Oh wow, there's a third one. Wow, if I'm high enough. Oh, there's actually a party over here. 32. How's the outpost here? Oh shoot, it's down there. Of course. But yeah, there's like 3 of them. That means I can get like multiple stacks of Earth. Each one getting maybe that 2 or 3 or something like that. Not bad. Only when there's weather though. But there could be the respawns. Oh, wait, it makes sense. Earth was like, what was it, 1,200 a stack? Something like that. So now we're on the western one. This one is not as straightforward as the other. And there is an underground. Is it this just this zone? I think the other one
No, the other one. It connects with the others as well. There's a whole desert or dungeon underground. I forgot what it was called. It is. Oh, the quicksand caves. Sounds easy enough. And of course, certain areas you connect with certain parts of where you are on the map. Making me think of the whole Zelda 1 cartoon, you know, underworld thing. Which is interesting. It's kind of like multiple dungeons, but it's one dungeon at the same time. It would have been interesting if they like implement that in a Zelda game. Guess we'll see what the next Zelda game is going to be. I'm excited because it's going to be, you know, with Nintendo, it's going to be something. There's going to be something different. It'll most likely have some same elements. It probably will be open world and stuff like that. I would like it if it's, I was going to say a little more condensed. Not as big of a world map, but it's like more dense. If that makes sense. Maybe shrink it to 75% of the 100%. Something like that. That's the one thing I do like. Back on Tuesday, I really like that they had all these like cave systems and wells to go in, and that we were on. You know, that was definitely just a step up there. But you got the sky part, and you got the freaking completely underground area, which is. I was like going down like, this is awesome, and it was not. I thought it would be a little bit more like a dungeon-like instead of an open world-like, but which would have been nice too, but in all honesty, I love it. I love what they did, I love it. I love that it was dark, spooky. It was kind of like a whole new world to look underneath. I'm gonna say, how am I warping back? I'm like, oh yeah, the outpost. Yeah, these outposts, especially since you can teleport to them no matter what after you get the supplies. Oh yeah, that's why I'm like doing this. I'm like, I'm only like 31. That's my highest level, and I'm going to these places. Welcome to Vollbow. Making a quick pit stop. An equal war. Oh, how much is the chocobo here? Think of that. I remember that. Basically a little oasis town. I love it. With an auction house. Nothing, as far as I can remember, nothing too crazy. Oh gosh, what's he doing? Ah! I'm like, there's first person too. Except for that. Dang it. The town, theoretically, I guess, isn't very much used unless you need to stop. You could go fishing here, I know that. I do remember one time there was I guess a summer event. They had the one with the little, you know, the paper, fishing up the koi-kois, the goldfish. I don't know if it said it in this goldfish. But there was like a little mini game, and you were trying to just, you know, it's basically a different version of fishing. And there were fireworks going off. I remember that. And there was like event quests or something like that. That was a good time. Oh, this music. I'm curious what the remake. Can't beat the original. I was gonna say get a home point here. Wonder if that's ever gonna be implemented. it's not, if they're not planning to, I don't know why they don't just hide it or change it being the older version. I have no idea. It's not that big of a deal, but it would look a little clean. But volunteer work and stuff. Didn't I get one mission 17? I could use that. Yeah, I could've. Oh wait, no, I don't have it on. I was like, wait, I'm 17 right now. Wait, am I 17? I could use it right now, right? Oh, wait, what? What? No, maybe it's not 17. Hold on. I'm 16, dang it. Would not mind using it. I should have thought of that earlier. I noticed it after walking back. Basically, after this, we have a little bit to get to the tunnel. Wait. Oh, yeah. I'm like, we're not going to Cola Loca tunnel. I'm thinking. Oh. I have to change this. Alright. And now I can use it. Barely got to see it. I've learned a new spell! Now we can go back. Red mage. And the boots aren't on. Why? I don't know. Just that one. So weird. That's the whole track. We got the hero. And then see how it ends. Has a definite end. Got that ambience moment. Then the music comes up. I think that actually works very well. You do get a little bit of that ambience. It like tippers out to be an ambience effect. So better than like, you know, the base game where it only had some zones had no music whatsoever. And some just keep going. I like this idea because it's like if you're off all scores, if you want to listen to the track, the music, you know, your own time, it has a definite end. So I'm like, that's really good. Which a lot of the, basically the expansion, just most if not all the expansion kind of does. Like, was it here the party was? Oh, maybe it was the other side. Let's go. Yeah, I think that works well. It's funny because I'm just thinking there was, I think it was Donkey Kong Country 3 on the GBA. There was that like cliffside music that David Wise made. I don't think it's the original Super NES one. It is the, it's the one on GBA. It has a track going, and then they get to a point where it became the music kind of goes out, like it finishes, and then you hear just the ambience for a bit, and then it comes back on, and I'm all like, so good. Making it kind of like something like this. This game works well with something like that. I know some other games, you know, that doesn't make sense, but I think. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Double sandstorm. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I was looking at that. I'm like right away, instantly. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that now. And that is a thing. It's a stronger sandstorm. I guess. I don't know if I've seen that kind of weather. I guess I could look that up sometime if it is. But I don't know if there's like double rain or anything. There probably is. It's been a long time. / barely paid attention. I'm more experienced and mature, especially how games are nowadays. Like, oh shoot, just all these details from back then. Actually, you know what? Tall. Oh, they're wrong. Dang it. Not yet. Tall. Okay, we're still moving. Okay, we're still moving. I might as well get these marks on here. Here? Okay. Jeez, what's happening? What is happening? Oh, jeez. I'm glad it wasn't it wasn't an NM. I was like, what's going on here? Oh shoot, I have less than a minute of a sneak. We can make it. I've got high hopes. Maybe. That's it. Yeah, we're getting into really dangerous territories. Double tenders or sneak. Oh my gosh, there's still another enemy. These guys would really kill me. Come on, let that be the last monster to worry about. I think we're fine. I mean, I got 10 seconds on just own. Minticores, I think, were like... They're definitely invisible, but I don't know. There is some enemies that are invisible and sneak. There's two, so you think really could mix and match it and make it work. I don't think there's anything that's ever... Maybe the third would be like, you know, you'll need deodorant or something, but it's so like... Not... It's so passive, you don't freaking know. Oh, this place. Now to see... Cufftal Tunnel. Now to see. We're gonna take... There is... Now, let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope. You know who... Well, it's like I almost want to show it at the same time, but let's also hope he's not there. Look at the levels. This is high level stuff here. Like, I'm the only one that's this low. I'm pretty sure... Let me double check this. I don't know if he's true sight. Sound or what. Isn't it? UIVRE. He's at 72 or 82, 83. Leaf too. He's a wyvern. He is high freaking level. Spawns approximately every 18 to 24 hours. Roams from his spawn point. The spawn point. Oh, I didn't know you actually had a path. Double tender mariachi. Oh. I just kind of randomly ran around. Going south along the path. It doesn't go north? It pauses, it will rotate on the spot. Has a much larger range of sight than other monsters. Will despawn if left on. I don't think he's true sight. Extreme resistance to gravity, can triple attack, paralyzed tends to stick, very high movement speed. He can catch up to a thief with flee. But it sounds like we're fine, so actually I almost would want him to be really... There's like half a dozen enemies in here. He's definitely the big boy for sure. Oh, the memories. So we just need to get through this part, and then our target is the next map. I don't think it's too far, but we'll see. Back 2. there's monsters already. Look at this, 64. Nintendo 64. And I'm just thinking, also do the north area. Oh, not going this way. Well, this will be a good place. I get 64. A bunch of charming stuff, I guess. At least that spot. Got longer. I think the lizards are fine. The crabs, no. Look at this place. Yeah, this is where. Oh, there's a haunt. He's good. Anything aggroing here is gonna kick my butt. But make. One's leveling. That's interesting how far off the map you go towards switch. Alright. Obviously you have to be a little careful with someone fighting something. Because AoE will hit. That could be a problem. See if this guy's running around. It might not be. People probably are farming it. Or like killing it to get the items. This, I remember being a leveling spot. This was a camp. This is probably like late 50s? Because these guys are 64? Maybe 60s or something like that? 59? Seeing anything yet. This is basically the main part of this map. There is paths going down, and there was two things. There was a path going down the top over here. This does connect. Actually, there's a thingy there. To go down. That one is, I think, available. But there's another spot here. There's a stone that periodically goes up and down. Like, it literally blocks your spot for like 10 minutes or something, and then it opens it for 10 minutes. It's very, very interesting. It's like, yeah, it's, oh, you know what it reminds me of? Reminds me of, Symphony of the Night. Remember that clock room? There's that one spot at the top left. I'll make it, I think. But yeah, every minute it opens and closes the path. God dang it. I am so freaking glad that I can see the time. Because, like, if I didn't, I'd be like, no, not chancing it. Not chancing. Nope. No thank you. Not doing that. Welcome to Cape. Figured that this would definitely be a good thing. Well, episode. With Sneak and Vizzy, it's usually, I mean, you know what you're doing. Not too. Oh yeah, look how close that is. This is definitely an outpost to get, especially later on. I don't think this is that big of a map. This is like it. This is all it is with the map. There are paths, so. God damn hell. And lift the shift. Huh. You got there, and then Gust of Mine. Oh, Gust of Mine. Yeah, so this is the one where there's a cliff that falls off. You could actually enter like the zone from up here, where I'm putting the tag. The Gust of Mine connects, I believe it is, to to the dunes. There's like 2 Valley of Sorrows? Huh. There's some other stuff, obviously. Nothing too crazy. Beach Bunny 65. Obviously, this is Rise of like the base game. The cap was 50. Now, I don't remember what the what cap it was at when Rise of Ziller came out in Japan. I'm presuming 60. I'm guessing they got 10 levels, and then Rise of Ziller gave 15. That probably, I think, sounds right. I'm not entirely sure. Look at that, 60. So obviously, this is Rise of Ziller stuff. So cap was going to 75. So you had this content. But I think there was some places that had mobs going to like 60, something like that. There had to be. For the add-on stuff. And I'm guessing they did this and they're like, at some point they're all like, oh my gosh, I remember here. I was here for doing stuff. Beastmaster level? Definitely feel like Beastmaster level. Or maybe farming for something. Maybe getting the thing for the level cap 75. You know what's actually really... Oh, I have to take a look at this. Oh, no, I don't want to take a look. We did it! La 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 dee doo doo doo. I was gonna say, where's that one NPC that's not at the outpost at a zone? I'm almost positively maybe sure he's up there. Meaning I could have just gone through Gustav Tunnel. Then again, I got the desert crystal, and I showed other stuff. I took the longer way around, the dangerous. Anything were to happen, I'd be DED. Dang, that's still nothing. It's like 1 drop from crawlers, though. That's so funny, wasn't it? Can I buy items? 650. It's more, right? Oh shit. I just made a home point. You don't sell. Don't sell? I have to go back. Huh. You got basically that stuff. It doesn't matter in this case. Now, it would suck if I wait till tomorrow. And then, because Sandoria is out of here. We're here. Yeah, there is the Valley of Sorrow that connects from here. That Adamantoise spawns there. I'm kind of curious about Behemoth's Dominion from Qfum. Like, I'm actually wondering if that's if that was added in the core game, or if that was Rise of Zil. It might be a Rise of Zil. The probably was. I don't know. The block original? Because it's kind of like the H&M Kings, which is basically Adamantoise, Behemoth. I don't remember. Yeah. You know, at this point now, I'm like, I can buy insta warps, no problem. Like, why would I need a warp cudgel? That's one good thing when you're like leveling it up. Because I have 11,000. I also... I really, really, really want to make my home point. The oopsie daisy. Oops and a matza bazoopa. At least I can actually get a teleport to there. You know what's actually kind of funny? If I wanted to go to Dunes, I could go over there. No. Not yet, Mr. Shadow. Such a good boy. Isn't there a crystal right there? Yeah. Man, well, I was gonna say, dang, that's gonna suck, but now I'm thinking about it. Shoot, there's Q from the back to you. We're good. Yeah, that place I was at. There's Killer Johnny. Oh my god, he's a cockatrice. Godzilla, Frostmane, Eggman. I kind of remember it, but it's like, eh. How long did this take? Yep, stop. Minutos. I could probably do it. Oh yeah, I could teleport to Rodvar. It costs more. But I did get that. Oh, see, these teleports are gonna be so good. Let me make sure I get the right place. It's gonna be a Valdunia. Oh no, wait. What am I doing? This is a teleport. I was actually looking originally before I started up. I was like, oh, Augustaburg warp. I could go to any I've gotten. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I didn't get that one. I guess we'll see tomorrow morning if Augustaburg. This is one I would definitely want. The Bastock's dominating. That's the only thing. So theoretically, is this the last one on this list? Yes. Yeah, this is the last one I need that's actually available. Be a doozy, but I have confidence in my sneaking skills. So we're gonna go to Ronfar, and then we got practically just 2 zones, and then we're at the zone, which for the most part isn't too bad. Lowman, Dynamis, full split, looking for me. Memory. This does make it look lively when people are asking stuff. It's like newer ones don't seem to kind of. There it is, Ronfar. Glacier. Doesn't seem too bad. That region is currently not under hold. It will require 200 gil. That's so freaking good. And it saves time too. The only problem is I can't teleport back. Oh, this is so good. So actually, I looked it up and I didn't even know. Ronfar, look, it's so good. These outpost warps are like amazing. Well, let's see if Jaggedy Ear Jack's out. If he's out, oh man, this is a bonus. I probably won't get the drop though. Up, as in it spawns right where I'm at, basically. This drop rate is bad. Dude. Money is, it's so weird. It's like I don't see anybody here. That's weird. There was an NM they eventually added here. I think it was like a beetle. Oh, wait, where am I going? No, we go north. I think it'll be a bit less of a walk. We need to go to east. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I do remember, like, when the game came out, it was like October 2003 or something like that. And that was the point when it was a level 70 cap, but nobody knew at the time, really. The new game, everyone's, you know, except for Japan, of course. But for us, it was like, you know, we didn't know any better. I didn't know. I had no idea. Like, by the time anyone got high enough, it got to 75 because that December, they added the last cap, which was 75. So pretty much from the get-go, outside of Japan, it was 75. But we had all this content. We had a lot to keep busy just with just base and Rise of Zillard alone, which actually had Dynamis already, or at least it was about to. I don't know if it was out when we got it or if it was just after, but that was content that keep us busy. And it's one of those where I forgot what it was, 48 hours, 72 hours you couldn't re-enter, something like that. It wasn't very often. I guess partly because it's one zone. That's it. It was just a zone. But they made it in a way where it's like, you know, if someone's using it, you can't do it at that point. So you kind of, pretty much we sort of just, you know, I guess they figured out what, did you twice a week, I think, to do it? Time it just right? I think I could be wrong. But I think it was, because it was 3 days, I think. And then it makes it twice a week going. Which made it kind of nice. It was like a Tuesday, Friday, Saturday night, Tuesday night, Saturday night event. Kind of like that whole like, movie night, you know, whatever. D&D night or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. But I knew that Christmas they had a Christmas event that had those twinkling trents. They were like the little, you know, the walking trees basically. With I still remember that it had freaking like Christmas lights on them, and everyone's just trying to attack it. And it was like, is there something to do? We keep fighting. I kind of attacked it for a bit, and then I kind of just moved on. But I do remember it. It was, and I just looked it up recently. I was like, whoa. This was something, some sort of like every zone or every region had a tree, and you had to just basically defeat it. It was just a very high amount of HP as far as I know. And once, supposedly, I guess, I don't know if it was like you'll unlock something if you finish it. If it was a secret or if it was actually already said. But the, when you beat it all, you got the outpost warp. There apparently wasn't. I thought it was always available, but it wasn't. Interesting. Yeah, outpost warps was added for that event. I know that until I just now looked at it. Like kind of curious, like, wait, what was this whole thing? What was it about? So we're actually going up. Wait, need the map for this? Do I want the map? I want to get it. I was just thinking I could be marking. Rangu Mont? That actually fits. The tomb is down there. Now the one very interesting thing is this Ragumont, right? Rangumont Pass. I never said it. I just look at it and know what it is. Especially where the Taisais are, like the top left area is sort of a dead end kind of an area-ish. And there was some update they did to have more high-level farming locations. So they readjusted lots of, I believe, dungeon-ish locations, like a spot to having high monsters. Sort of, kind of, especially that Taisai. The Taisai area got, like, shifted, almost shafted in a way, too. Yeah, that was rather unfortunate. I mean, I guess not bad, but it also felt weird at the same time. Maybe inconsistent? I think they moved some NMs around. I remember there was this one place that had just... I remember it was an NM or something they put into like an actual path where you walk just to get to the glaciers. And I'm like, this actually kind of sucks. I think it aggroed no matter what. I think it was an Arimon, and so you need Arimons. That's definitely a mob. I'm thinking now that you needed Sneak and Invisi. You needed both. I don't remember if it was like True Sight or Sound or something like that. Which means it'll just aggro no matter what you do. Makes it even more annoying. But supposedly, this should be the whole classic setup, which is actually kind of nice to have. Meaning the Taisais are... Taisai Jin? I don't know. I mean, at some point I might see. Taisai... There was some update, I forgot. I guess late 2000s. They updated, they added some more stuff, but they added 2 NMs. One is in this pass we're about to end. It was Taisai Jin, which is from a rumor from the Taisai, which is not... It was something before we got it. But when they added Refresh for Red Mage in Japan, when it was only a Japan release, no one knew where it spawned, which was kind of nice. Having that kind of like, it'll tell you, you figure it out. I guess maybe they want to avoid that. I don't know. I mean, it's the internet age. No. And even back then, it was like online as it was. It was like, but apparently, supposedly, from what I've heard, some guy found out where you get it, and it was from a specific Burning Circle Notorious Monster. But he went and said got the drop from the Taisai in the pass. So everybody was trying to farm the 3 only heck eyes. So it was long spawning. So it was just monopolized as much as he can. Help people figured it out. That was hilarious. I guess they decided to make an NM in commemoration of it. It's a Taisai Jin was the name. And it was an interesting spawn NM. It actually spawned if you didn't touch those hex eyes for 20 freaking 4 hours. So it's a oh no, we're good right now. It's going to get to a point where right now it's fine. Yeah, it's one of those. It's like, oh, that's interesting. They started to get some really interesting like spawn condition. It intrigued me enough to like be like, here, what's? There's terrors that lurk the outside. Open the gate! I like how the goblins just like ran off. This is the only spot I can think of that would actually be a problem to get. Actually, I'm fine. I'm gonna refresh this. I better sneak. 3 minutes. Alright. So now off we go. So obviously this is going to the path when we get to like rank 4 or 5 stories. This is gonna be like, this is basically kind of going to base game, I guess, the story finale. There's secret of the ooze. Basically, these guys are very hard to actually hit. They're very weak to magic. It's the same thing as flans, which I think was added in Rise of Zilla. So these are kind of like the equivalent to it before they added them. Thing looks good, so
fight. Oh, 1 minute. I was gonna say I might detour just to see if the tie size. I have to find a spot to sneak. Sim. Oh, I like how there wasn't that many like out in the wild. There's like enemies are like not so much. But then you get and then it's like, oh, I wish there's more enemies fighting or whatever. But then you get here, it's like, god dang it, they're everywhere. Seems to be. We're kind of heading off into to go, but there is a turn which you can kind of see it loading up. They're normal. Also kind of worried because Neek is going. Oh my god, that scared me when they put that on. I was like, oh no, did it aggro? Did it aggro in some way, shape, or form I did not realize? Oh no. Ah, there's nothing right. There is nothing in this room. Chancing it for something to spawn now. Yeah, this must be. Happy surprise. Oh, there's a. They are being killed. So it could respawn. I'm like, this is too. I'm actually. There's the tie size. Now, if Tai Sai Jin is here, I don't know. These are the three. There's the story. Guys just farming or leveling? I don't know. But we're gonna go this way. Also, at that same update, I might as well just bring it up. There is a different zone where there's this huge rumor. It's like barely like any info. I don't know if there's even info anymore on it anymore. There was a like something death mission, something like that. In another zone. We haven't gone there yet. It was a rumor that it spawned there. It was like this really ridiculous like spawn condition. Servers had to be up for like 3 months or something like that. I don't know. Some really bogusly weird thing. But it was curious and I was kind of wondering, like, is it? It's remember, it's the late 90s, early 2000s. Rumorville. Rumors. In some cases, I kind of missed that. It was kind of like that mysterious wonder. Like, is it true? Because I kind of like, sort of, Beastmaster look, maybe data, like stat files or something. Nothing really came up. It was bogus. It was definitely bogus. But with that one update, like the Tai Sai Jin, they added Shinigami weapon? Shinigami weapon? And it also has an interesting spawn condition. So it's basically a weapon type enemy. So I think it's 18 to 24 hours or something like that. 21 to 24 or something like that. It's long, but it's like a normal kind of spawn. The thing about this guy, he runs around the zone, for one thing. But also, he spawns invisible. So he doesn't. I don't think he aggroes. Yeah, he doesn't aggro you normally. He runs around. He literally, you could just be running through the zone and never knew he was there. It's pretty wild. The only way you could spawn him is, I think, if he runs by you and you're casting magic. I think he'll then aggro you. Kind of like the Cactuar Rapido. He runs around the whole zone in that desert zone. And the only way to actually get him to attack is gotta be like attacking other Sabotenders, Actrats. That will get his attention. That's like literally it. You trying to cast him will just not work. No go.
Welcome to the glaciers, to the B glaciers. This is a pretty cool and very confusing place too. Oh, kind of like, of course, it's been a while since I've been here. Yeah, this is a place if you especially don't have a map. This place is wild, wild to get. Like if you don't have a map, good luck. Obviously, there's a dungeon location there. Outpost is right there, but I can't get this right. Ooh. ESO XJA entrances are here. I remember when they added that, like these tree things, kind of like how it was in Saruta Baruta. These had these like tree things, and you can kind of not go zone, but you can go kind of just inside it. There's a gate there. I remember always looking there. I'm like, what's inside there? There's an NPC that just talk normal. Oh wait a minute! Oh no, I'm just thinking right now. That's right. PSO was added in chains. It's available. No, it's available. I was gonna say what was gonna be the text and stuff before it, but never mind. Never mind. That's one good thing, having it have the chains of Promathia really added a lot more content. A lot more places to go. Music is pretty wild in there too. You can like, I don't even know if I can go in it. I might need it. I don't even know if you need a key item or you can just go. I'm almost curious about that now. I remember being here to doing like Dynamis. It's somewhere here. Goblin foot. It's a little breezy. Also a little dangerous. Not as bad as some of that other. I think these guys are going to be doing Dynamis. There it is, trail markings. That must be, maybe that's small. Wow, talk about bumping right into them. That is the small, I guess it's the small Dynamis one. Maybe? Could be just someone. I'm just thinking, I need to watch that movie again. Get freaking like Panda Express or something. Watch the Kung Pao Enter the Fifth. This is actually, if anything, I would say this is a good zone to not have music. Wow, everything's like running. Go ahead. I wonder what the remix music would be. But yeah, that little breeze, you see in the snow, or you gives that like little chill factor. I kind of miss. I guess I'm kind of lucky. I know like people are like, oh, the snow, because yeah, it makes sense with the shoveling and problems that can come with it, especially when you grow up. But only we went to like Big Bear Lake. That is the building. We had Big Bear Lake, and we had like my parents had a cabin up there, and we I remember went there weekends and holidays and stuff, skiing and all that. I have not skied so long. I guess the last time was late 90s. I don't know. Map looks a little funny. It looks like it's fading out, like in the mini map. Spruce said, "Yo." Oh no. Yo, hello, hi, yo. I am kind of big. Oh my. Oh no. Wait, is there one inside every of these? I don't know if those aggro or not. Oh, living statue. Hate there's that no. Rest of the magic. Oh shoot. You know what that means? Can't cast in there. It won't aggro, but if I want to put sneak and Invisi back on, that's a problem. Walk out and hope I don't aggro. Boom. I got a chance. Walk out here. Oh, I'm worried about that Aramon right there. Oh gosh, get rid of the sneak. Alright. If you're fast enough, you click it. But sometimes I click it and it does this like, for a second it respawns and then vanishes. And then that actually just goes right over right. I was gonna say, if there were, the Aramons were like... I'm gonna be dumb with them. It's far enough. I think I can do. Here it is. Can go in. Alright. You can visit it. Is this something needed for Chains of Prometheus story, like progression in there? You can go in there. Remember this. This is also kind of a maze looking. Oh yeah, that's right, the level. Hey, there is level restrictions. Oh no! I went nowhere. That's right. These zones had levels. They eventually dropped them down the road, like Apisia level or something like that. But otherwise, that's right. These are level. These are capped. Wouldn't this make it sort of good leveling? Like you could just keep going for hours and hours if it's something good enough. But originally, yeah, you couldn't. I like the little like I don't want to get. I just realized I got rid of just. Anyway, this is gonna be the. Probably look at Chains of Prometheus, like box and advertisement, production. I'm curious, like, did it tell you about the zone? Half the zones were like so added into places that were already familiar. This is gonna. This is gonna. Oh my frick. Of course there's... Far enough. Please. Please. Don't get too close. Oh my gosh, and there was like that one right. He moved around. Oh, okay. That was the tensest part of this this cast right now. Mm. I just want to turn in the supply. Basically, if you have a map and you have to sort the idea, it is very straightforward in how to get to Xarcabard. Xarcabard, definitely remember. That Zono is just in that PSO I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm like, PSO? Love fancy. There is 6 different entries to that place. So they're probably like 6 different like locations. They don't connect to each other or something like that. It's like you go in there, there's this small area, and it's like this doesn't go to that area. Go back up and then go down somewhere else. That almost makes it sound like it's like 6 different dungeons. That's why I'm like, oh. And that would be somewhat interesting in, you know, in Zelda, where it's like, instead of just, this is level 1 and level 2, it's sort of like you have a whole underground, like, map or something? Maybe it fills in. It's like, you know it's bigger. It's like, I don't know, think the underground, like, because it is, well, I was gonna say it is all underground. It kind of, like, lays out there, but it kind of makes sense in Zelda 1, but then when I think of like A Link to the Past, I'm like, no, not really. Nice. Because I could give that illusion about it. You know the one good thing? Once this is needed, like the outpost for glaciers is available, I can just run to this guy. I don't have to. I just warp to Xarcabard, which is where I'm turning it in right now. Oh boy, Xarcabard has music. Jeez. Actually, that's interesting. Wow. I think there was like an. Oh, maybe it's around the corner. NPC over there. That's. Hi, Cindy! Oh boy, come on. This happy cat. He's a happy boy. Very happy cat. I guess Threadic or Red. Turn it in at that NPC. I definitely want to get the crystal. The outpost. Oh, it's over there. I'm all like, what was the outpost? 43. This is definitely getting near the base end game. This is what the map looks like. It does have the range. Because that's a Chains of Promathia. Even though I'm like, oh, that would have been, like, I'm sure it was rocks blocking it. Something like that. Making you wonder where else connects to the other thing. Time to
Finish this. Oh. Is none here. There was. They eventually added it. Oh, there's the dynamics. I don't know what that one's for. This might not work. It might be post Kings of Prometheus. Doing the kneading, making biscuit. Probably hit him. There is a shadow, shadow monster? Anyway. Obviously you can see get out here is kind of straight. You'll need your invisi sneak. Beast. There's a dragon. That's right, dragon. There's a normal like dragon enemy, but if you kill it, Beast. It's like blast, but with the L is an I, which is. I never thought of that. Bunch of. There's a shadow eye. Time worn ward. Some of these might not be here. Oh my gosh. Sneak is going down. Going down. I think we could be getting there. LS shirt. Hell? Oh. Well, that's the outpost. That's all it is. In front of a rock. There you go, buddy. Ah, you brought us the supplies. These will help us indeed. I thank you. We've got whoop. I'm not whooping yet. Oh, the music. I want to get that crystal. But this is a huge upwing. I don't need to come here for anything really. Crystal. Which I don't even need right now anyway. Kind of nice to see that there's other people like sneak advising and it's like they're not like over leveled like everybody. One good thing about that. Even though this has been out for a while, but there is a lot of players. Wait, where's the crystal? Over here. I'm like, that ain't it. Gotta be over here. Yep, there it is. Did it. We did it, chat. Is this the last one to actually get for teleport? This might be it. The last animation. Got it. Well, I got it. I'm like thinking, I think that is the last one. Makes me kind of wonder, how was it to teleport back to, like, treasures of the vaults are gone. I think the only way of doing it was just, you had your home point there and you warped there. The only thing I could think of.
There was like one NM, I forgot. It was like, I don't even think it's known. I don't remember what the name. Those? It might be that one. The Irish Kigal. I think this is, yeah, it's like a ghost type. Spawns at F7, F8. Just somewhere there, it might be there. Like not even exactly known. It's even, it says it spawns every 21 to 24 hours, but it has like a verification flag. It's like even at this day and age. Well, I got this location. I'm saying, how much is it? That's not bad at all. Dang. It's not bad at all. Kinda nice to give both away. We're back home. And I got everyone that's available now. As far as what's going to be available next week, dominating that. Sandy's gonna get this one. Basta. Pandoria. That one. Sandy? Holy shit. Andy? Sandy? Sandy? What the hell? That one's kind of evened out. That's close. Andy. That I can't get right now anyway. Winders too. Ah. Fast talk on that one. Andy. These two. Oh man. Andy. Health? How much on Sandy's? From the look of it, I don't even think there's one. Well, there is one, but I don't have access. Well, I got what I got, pretty much. Let's just go and see that I got them all. We could say... Theoretically, I can always keep giving supplies, but it's really don't get that much points. Yep, everyone is done. That's available. The Outpost work. I don't think I did that much then, but I was like, especially higher level, I had White Mage sub and Vollbow and all that stuff. I think I maybe did? I don't know. I feel like I'm sure I didn't get every single. That's what I'm thinking. There we go. Well, I did it. I did it. And we're home. I think that sounds like a good place to end it. So, thanks guys for watching. Make sure to follow and tell the next adventure through Vanadil. Have a good one. Bye-bye. That was the